Welcome into the latest edition of ESPN FC. I'm Dan Thomas, joined by Shaka, Hislop and Stevie Nicol. Aage Fjortoft joins us as well. Let's start by abusing him, shall we? Yeah, you said Luis Diaz wasn't going to go to Bayern. You were wrong.
I got a feeling that there were too many hurdles for them. I said that, but I also said that I think Liverpool need to do great business, and we have to be fair. Bayern have got themselves energetic, intensive player. He will do well for them and everything. But wow, is this what I need? Is this what Max Eberl need when he was told that he's going to save money, that he spent 75 million euro on a 28-year-old? I think that is the big question. I think Diaz will do okay. Yeah, let's talk about the strategy of Bayern. And I think we can sit here for days.
The fans excited, Jan?
I think they're excited that Max Eberl has got someone in, because there've been the FC rejection so far at Bayern. There's so many players they haven't got. The funny thing is now, where are they going to use him? And when you see his record, and you can complain then and again that Luis Diaz doesn't have an end product, but still, if we do it only in terms of what he will contribute to the team, I think this is a good sign. He's a good player for them to get in. Will it take them unbelievable further? I'm not sure. Sadio Mane says hello. He went the same way.
Yeah. Stevie, is there any part of you thinks that this could be a mistake, letting him go?
No, not at all. I mean, if you ever needed a yardstick of how to do it, this is it. Buy him for 38 and sell him for 75. And in between times, he's been fantastic for you. Doesn't get any better.
Yeah, it's like opposite Manchester United world.
Completely.
This to get you excited if you're a Bayern fan, Shank?
I'm not sure if excited is
What word would you use?
I think it's a step in the right direction, but it's not one that's going to all of a sudden catapult Bayern Munich into Champions League favourites.
Right.
You know, especially with the injury to Musiala, Sané moving on. It's a need that Bayern had and needed to fill. I don't know if the price is justified, as Jan says, for a 28-year-old, but there certainly was a need to at least keep Bayern Munich competitive. But to your question, whether this excites me, whether this puts Bayern on a different level, I'm not sure it does. It kind of keeps them where they were last season. Maybe a small step forward, but no more.
Go on, Jan.
May I say, Dan, if we have the team in front of us now, Diaz, maybe he can play as a false number 9. Remember, he did that against Leverkusen and scored a hat-trick, didn't he? And he played some games doing that. But the interesting thing is, there is one thing what we're doing on the pitch. I mean, will he do them better? Well, that's gonna dare to be seen. But when we know the strategy, and I think Stevie make a fantastic point in terms of Liverpool recruitments this summer. I mean, yes, we can talk a lot about spending too much money. Yes, everybody will tell us on different platforms that if someone else did that, we would have said it's a terrible business. But if you have a look at the business Liverpool have done, I mean, these are players. Florian Wirtz will always get your money back. A kid together probably have to sell him now if they get Isak anyway, so they have to sell him in the same transfer window. But that's another discussion. But if you see Liverpool, how they're doing it, it's a brilliant way of running a club. On the other hand, you have Bayern, who gets Harry Kane for $1 trillion. They will never get the money back. No, but he's done a fantastic job for them. It's nothing to do. I try now to make a difference because what happened on the pitch and off the pitch. So Diaz, you can take him on for 75 million. Okay, let's play 2 seasons. Will they get their money back? Doubtful. And this is the strategy of Bayern. Max Eberl is told by his board that you have to save money. So I got a feeling now when everybody's speaking, for example, about Manchester United, they have to sell players, but they have bought players that they can't sell. Liverpool have bought players that they can sell again. And I think that is a major part of the sustainability of these different clubs and the difference between them.
OK, don't put this next graphic up yet, because I want to ask Jan, where would you put Bayern Munich when it comes to favourites for the Champions League, Jan?
As they were this season, I won't put them in the range of the top favourites. I saw the president said today, and they always say that at Bayern, the most important thing is to win the Bundesliga.
You're going to win that at Canter, yeah?
They will win that now, because I'm very doubtful what will happen to Leverkusen this season, which are the main challenger. But that's another discussion and another program maybe. But when I see Bayern now, we have to think mathematically. How much better will Diaz make them? How many more goals will he give them? Bayern will say, we didn't know that about Olise. They took on Olise from Crystal Palace and he's been a success. Harry Kane kept on scoring. I'm not sure how much better Diaz is than Koeman if he's fit. I'm not sure how much more better he is than Gnabry when he is fit. But I will put them. I think that I'm not always agree with the bets that are set in, but I think that is okay. I think Liverpool have improved themselves so far this summer. I can't see now 100% have Bayern improved since we talked last time. Musiala had been injured or at the end of the season, and now they got Diaz. I'm not sure if they got better.
That fair chat, you reckon? Where are they sitting? 7th favourites?
6th, 6th, 7th? 7th. Yeah, again, to Jan's point, you look at certainly the 6 above them. I don't think Bayern are better than those 6, given a lot of the business that those have done this summer. Of course.
I think if you look at 3 in particular above them, you look at Barcelona, you look at PSG, you look at Liverpool. I think those 3
are the favourites.
Are the ones that are up there at the moment.
And now, Real Madrid, you have to see how Xabi Alonso comes in and kind of sorts out between Mbappe and
Arsenal aren't in the
Jr.
same conversation as Liverpool, PSG and...
Not in that conversation, but Arsenal have improved with the signing of Gyökeres, Manchester City, Rodri back. You wonder if it's going to be Manchester City of 2 years ago as opposed to last season. If it's anything like 2 years ago, then absolutely Bayern Munich are outside of that top 6.
When it comes to the first Champions League game, Jan, where will Isak be playing?
Oh, that is a question. Well, that is a tough one. You get a feeling that the way, I mean, they found oil in Liverpool and they will spend the money. And Isak was always in the contention. I would set my money right now on Liverpool. I got a feeling that Liverpool is on. There's nothing left to coincidences. They have a strategy. They will take on Isak. They will take in Ekitike because they are available. I mean, if players like Wirtz, Ekitike, Isak are available, you have to find the founding because the problem is not the ones that you buy for a lot of money. The problem is all these average players that you buy for 50. I can't believe I said that sentence. But that's just how mad is gone now. And if you get Isak, he will score you 25, 30 goals. You can always sell him. You can sell Ekitike because you know he got a quality. They are young. I got a feeling that he will go to Liverpool. Stevie's argument is that they don't really need Isak. They need a centre-back more. Yeah, well, that's a discussion. Well, it's hard to, because you put in another thing. I agree, they need a centre-back. After they got the Ekitike, that they needed that kind of player. I'm not sure that they knew that he would be that available as it seems now that maybe Isak wants to go to Liverpool. So, but Stevie, I don't think if an Isak is available, can you say no? Can you come in a position and you say, no, we don't need him because we need a centre-half?
Yeah, you can't.
You can't? Oh, yeah. Hey, you're persuading him. Well done.
I mean, you can't. You can't. Yes, they need a centre-back, but when a player like that becomes available and you have the money to spend on him, you got to do it.
He could be playing, of course, in the Community Shield. Liverpool against Crystal Palace in the curtain raiser for the start of the Premier League. But before we do that, let's do Transfer Talk website. There you are, to keep up to date with all the latest news regarding Isak and his future. Be sure to check it out. Now, Isak could be playing for Liverpool in the Charity Shield. August the 10th, live on ESPN Plus at 9:30 Eastern. Thank goodness for Saudi Arabia when you take a look at the money that Chelsea have made by flogging the players that they really didn't want overseas. João Felix, the latest one, who'll be making the move for 30 million euros. You take a look at who Chelsea have brought in so far. Meanwhile, this summer, God, again, Jan, it's a lot of ins and outs.
You mean the best club in the world? This is the best club in the world.
Yes, indeed. Don't start the Chelsea fans. Get angry.
Why shouldn't I'm just waiting for Shaka's power ranking of the Premier League now is quite
true.
interesting. But you have to say to them they are fair to their kind of plan. They have a defined kind of players they want to get in. But when we now see that they are linked to Xavi Simons, I mean, that is Nkunku again, isn't it? I mean, yes, Nkunku had his injuries, but there is something about that. We were talking about how you spend your money. Go for the big ones, I understand. Go for the biggest talents, yes, I understand. But if you take these players, I mean, Joao Felix is the best example, isn't he? You just get a feeling, when did he last have 5-6 games where he played well? He's one of those floaters. He's just floating around between the big clubs, and now we end up in the Saudis. So Chelsea, they are truthful to their strategy, but I'm not sure that they have to take all the numbers they do. I mean, go for the big ones, but I can't understand why they have to go for so many of them.
You've seen Simons play more than us, Jan. How would you describe him? How would he fit in the Premier League? He's only 22.
Yeah, yes, he is, and I mean, it's unfair. I mean, in our time, we need him to be good straight away. Back in the days, this was a young kid who will take his time and improve to be a good player. Now you're going to be a finished article. I'm not sure about Simons, that he will take the next step. How will he do Chelsea better? There's something about Xavi Simons' temperament I'm not 100% convinced of. Is he the guy that can go from being a good player and then turn himself into the great player? I mean, there are some players you see that potential. I'm not sure about Xavi Simons.
What about Hatta? What can you tell us about him, Jan?
The Ajax defender. They
is that it? That's it.
Yeah, we are talking about the same guy.
Yes.
I have to put on my glasses now.
Yes.
They say he's the biggest talent in Europe in terms of defense. I saw, because I knew we were going to talk a bit about him, so I did a bit searching here. Here it is anyway, and he's played 112 appearances in 3 seasons for the Ajax first team. He is 19. They say he's a good player. You see, he's 5'11". And that I do understand, because they say his weakness is headers. The aerial duels is his weakness. But they say in Holland, this is one of the biggest defender talents they've ever had, or for many years. So I guess that's what I mean about Chelsea. If you're interested in one of those, but Xavi Simons will be the guys you already have, you know. But this defender, they say, is the next big thing. So hopefully we'll see you in the Premier League.
Will Chelsea be in the title race come May, Jan?
But that's interesting now, the power ranking. If you do the transfer window now, you will go Liverpool, you will go Arsenal, you will go Chelsea, and then you will go Manchester City.
Chelsea ahead of
City. That is... I think so now. They're the best club in the world, so they have to go for it. So, yeah, Chelsea got to go for it. I'm not sure. It's interesting, but we will talk much more about this when they're getting close. I know Manchester City, by the bookies, are on 3rd position. But have they improved very much? Do they rely that Rodri is coming back? Is Guardiola taking the next step? If you see PSG, all these teams... intense, not so many passes, going for it, counterattacks. I mean, when was the last time you saw a counterattack at Manchester City? It's going to be a very interesting season to see if they are able to make the next step in the trend of football. And we say that in a Pep Guardiola, who is always the guy who were ahead of everybody else. I think it's too easy to put it down only to Rodri for Manchester City to take the next step.
So what's more likely, Jan? Chelsea to be in the title race come May, say with 2 or 3 games to go, or Chelsea not making the top 4?
I would say that the confidence they have, I think they will use the Club World Cup to have a fantastic start of the Premier League season. But I still think that there will be a battle for them also to come in top 4, because it's going to be unbelievable tight this season.
Did you answer my question?
No.
No. Would you like to answer the question?
No, I didn't get it. No, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I don't think that Chelsea can take the next step.
Right.
But I'm sure they're doing a lot of right things at Chelsea at the moment. We have to give them credit for that. And we also have to give them credit, although there are people who don't like this Club World Cup, but the way they played in the final, we have to give them a big compliment for that. And if they can take some of that into the new season and use that way of their playing, and Maresca can only get better with this team. So young kids will get them to play the way they want. So I can see Chelsea be up there.
Yeah, remember Chelsea only won the Club World Cup though because of the pitch, according to Stevie, Chelsea fans.
Yeah, exactly. I was on that show.
Chelsea should move to New Jersey.
Yeah, you should. Yeah. Commute to there.